school property. That's why we're hoping that we can get you to move either across the street or over on the Wilson Street side. So,
how you doing? My name is Dan Ewell. I'm Deputy Police Chief here.
Hi, thank you.
I think Sergeant Maz has been discussing options with you. Okay. We want you to be able to exercise your rights to free speech. Unfortunately, this is not the area we'll be able to allow that to occur. I think the Sergeant Maz will brief you where you can go. There are a couple other places you can go right across the street and do it. We'll be fine with that. Or you can go on the Wilson Street side of the high school. But this is unfortunately an area that's owned by the school district and it's private property.
They may own it, but it is public right away, sir.
Yeah, and I understand that's their position, and like what we're telling Officer is, that kind of tactic is not held up in courts because it is a sidewalk that is public right away. In courts, it has the school districts have lost. So I was telling them if we have to move, we'll file a complaint and possibly a lawsuit. But like I said, that's not what we're here for. We're not here to challenge the laws, but
sure.
We believe the Constitution.
We would actually hate for the city of Batavia to actually, all its citizens, to actually join in a class action saying if this is not attainable, that they want their taxes cut by whatever the square foot property of this is, and that's potentially what could be happening. Obviously you're told by, I don't know where you get your orders from, if it's the mayor or whatever, but there's never been a case in all the United States to where a public right-of-way has tested the Constitution and won. They've always lost. In some cases, it's cost the cities hundreds of thousands of dollars. We just want to hand out information to the kids. We want to spread the gospel. We want to teach them the truth. I mean, these kids we watch these kids on Fridays and Saturdays and Wednesdays walk into abortion clinics and murder their children.
Right there, and I agree with all those things. And I want you to be able to do that. It's your right. I guess the question I would ask you, why can't there be some reasonable accommodation for you just to walk across?
This is absolutely reasonable. This is every one of ours, your constitutional right, all the kids' constitutional right. Every public citizen that is, indeed a citizen has their freedom and their ability to walk down this sidewalk unmolested by the municipalities, by the police, by the firemen, by the mayor, whoever. This is public right-of-way. If someone told you different, they've lied to you.
Okay.
Morning, man.
Sir, this property belongs to the school district.
For sure. The property at the end of my street is owned by me. However, anybody can walk up to a particular line, and if there is a sidewalk that is public, it overrides. So the city can say whatever they want, but they can't override the Constitution.
Sir, what I'm telling you is, generally speaking, that is true. In this particular area, that is not the case. This sidewalk leading out into the street belongs to the school district property.
That's fine.
So if I were to walk down this sidewalk, say on Thursday afternoon, not doing any of these things, I would be charged with trespassing.
No, you would not necessarily.
So it's not about him being here, it's about the message we're delivering, which is then a violation of our First Amendment right, which you just admitted, sir.
I didn't admit that at all.
You did. You just said he could walk down any other time of the day, except for now.
Unless the school district asks you not to be here. And the school district does not want...
As a taxpayer, sir, we've already explained that. As a taxpayer, the school district cannot ask us to get off a public sidewalk or get out of public right-of-way.
Especially, with specific court cases where there's a similar situation where the school, has property out to a certain area beyond where the sidewalk is, but because the sidewalk is available to the public for public use, then it's protected.
Okay.
That's
Here,
just the way the court.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to stand on the sidewalk. We're going to hand out information. We're going to hold.
We're going to stand right off the sidewalk because
we're not going to impede any
traffic.
Yeah, we're not going to impede.
Criminal thing.
Yeah, we've got a list of things that we follow. To not.
Right. Just to reiterate, we're not here to impede your ability to exercise.
Sure,
free speech.
Absolutely.
I believe you when you say that.
Right.
I believe you when you say that, and I appreciate that.
Primarily, what we're trying to do is keep the peace. We want you to be able to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
We want the school district to, have their normal business function.
Yeah.
The way they want it to.
This is actually
their own property.
right. This is good because a lot of the kids, the fruit that we see from this, these kids get indoctrinated in these schools for 8 hours a day. They're away from their parents. They don't, everything they learn happens in here. And unfortunately, a lot of the things in here where they start teaching, they've removed God from the situation. They teach evolution, they teach lies and stuff like that, and that's why these kids thinks it's okay to murder children. Then you end up with gangs, then you end up with people shooting each other and beating each other, and you wonder, the public school system teaches them it's okay. So we're concerned citizens, we're concerned brethren for these kids and their parents. So we're just sending a message of peace, a message of love, and we just want to exercise our First Amendment right.
And I get that, but can't you get the message across by compromising and just moving
No,
across the street?
I can't.
As Americans, it would be morally wrong for us to do so. It would be the same as silencing a message based on a certain thing, or saying that one newspaper can't publish.
Right. We're going to honor the laws that exist based on our Constitution. That would almost say, won't you compromise, officer? We want to be over by those cones, kind of thing, so we can access, more visibility to the kids going in. So we're gonna operate within
a violation of your duty.
Yeah, we're gonna operate within the law.
Right, but